Greetings, Madavananian, Siveros Superamanium, Station Master West Green. God, I feel better now. I feel I do much better videos when I can be an alter ego. So today after cleaning up my workbench, if you've seen the video, done a good job. I'm back to model making. The reason I cleaned it up, it was disorganised, and when you get a jumble on the bench, you lose parts, you can't find anything, so I've got myself all organised. How long will it stay organised for? I don't know. How long's a bit of string? Could be a very short bit, couldn't it? So in 2010, on a trip back to Blighty, I bought two sets of Great Northern Quad Arts. One's composite thirds and the other's all thirds, and it makes up an 8-car set. I hastily tried to build some of it and maybe languished, probably for 10 years. Anyway, enough of that. And then I built this. This is the N2, which traditionally pulled them in steam days out of King's Cross and Moorgate and Broad Street. Pulled those to about 1959 when diesel power took over. They had class 31s and 24s pulled them. So as well as finishing my B1, I've decided I'm going to finish this, but I'm going to work on the coaches. Do one at a time. So I bought a set of isinglass drawings for it. So I've got 4 sheets of this, and these are 7mm scale. Although, to be honest, these aren't exactly 7mm. The reason I know it's not exactly 7mm is that's 38.1¼ inches. You work that out, that's 7mm to foot, and it's 266 and 35/48. Call it 267. So that is 266. When I measure this, that's 270, so this is a bit bigger. No worries. So, what have I been up to? I built this coach a long time ago, and it's languished. I haven't done anything with it. So I decided I'm going to finish one coach. I've still got a lot to do. As you can see, the articulated bogies. So there's one there. One there and one there, and that will go onto the 3rd coach and the 4th coach. So I've got other drawings for that. Anyway, I had no underframe on it. So what I've done, there is wire or whatever it was, or rod and turnbuckles. I got the turnbuckles and these queen posts. I got those a long time ago. A long time ago. Or 2017. So I fitted some. Not exactly the best. So I had to put some packing on these cross pieces to bring that up. That's glued on. I've got that's 0.5mm wire. I'm not 100% happy with it, but hopefully the next coach will be better. I drilled right through the turnbuckle and threaded the wire through. Okay, it's not actually supposed to be threaded through, it's supposed to be a gap in the middle. And I used PCB at both ends and soldered them down. Not ideal. I've also made hinges out of bits of plasticard. That's just rod. Down the bottom, because it's a tumble home, there's a piece of flat plasticard, and the rod sits on top. You can see it. So I've done that. That's pins for the handrails. And there's no interior to these coaches, so I'll have to make some seats up. If I was really smart, I would have a 3D printer, or I could get a 3D printer. Wouldn't know how to drive it though. But so I'll have to make some. I could use card or plastic card or a bit of balsa. I can make some seats up. But what I did do, because it doesn't tell you how to put this all together. If you put the whole thing together and paint it, you've got to paint the inside, then you've got to put the roof on, and then you've got to use glue. And I didn't like that idea. So what I did, I put wet and dry on both ends. Or I put two pieces in like that. I put wet and dry on both ends, and there's a wet. You can see it there. There's wet and dry there. So, and it's a bit of a push fit. So, the roof stays on, and I can take it off if I want. Now, something else I did. All these sections are modules. So, let me see. They're all modules around the doors. So there's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. I'll show you. So the idea is you stick these all together, and in the inside you put a piece of plastic card. It tells you what size down the bottom, and it's all glued and makes up. But of course, one of the problems is if you're not careful, you can have one down there and you can have it marching downhill or uphill and down dale. So what I did, I designed, this is very cunning, Ian Kirk coach jig, 7mm. This is version 1.0. Now I'm not a woodworker, but my son is, so he's got a router, so the pieces fit between there and there. There's a little lip there, which is what you want, because the floor is going to go in there. And then we route it out, and you get a piece of plastic card, what slips in that. So what you do is you put your plastic card in. You have a dry run first. So you have plastic card in there, and then you get all your parts. For instance, if I was going to do that, and you glue on the back, you can glue these together, let it set, and when you've done it, you've got a coach side. It's a nice way of making sure they're all straight, and that's what I did with these. So basically, what I've got to do to finish this coach is finish the underframe, and then I can prime the whole thing in and out. I can paint the thing. I'll spray it. I can spray this. This will be maroon. Be a British Railways maroon. Make some seats up. Put some glazing in. But what I've got to do now, there are running boards. You can just see it, and they're level with the queen post. I've got these the right height. From there to there is 1 foot 9 inches. So I measured that out. Just multiply 1.75 times 7mm. That gave me the height. So I know that's correct. So what I've got to do, I've got to work out how to build these, and you notice there's a back on it. So I figured I'm going to use plastic card. But then I've got to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 struts hanging down. I haven't quite worked out what I'm going to do there. I was thinking of putting brass down and then bend it at an angle so it sits on it. I can just glue it on, because that's going to be pretty flimsy. I can see that being knocked off. So that's what I'll be doing in my next video, but that's what I'm up to. God, I love this. Look at that. Come on, be honest. Give me a like on my video, right? Subscribe. Send checks, diamonds, whatever you want to do. Anyway, that's it. Under 10 minutes this video.